right, The Founder, a movie about how Ray Kroc stole McDonald's. The movie starts with the 50-year-old Ray Kroc feeling down on his luck, struggling to sell some ice cream machine because nobody wants to buy them, which is ironic because McDonald's now can't seem to find a single functioning one. Where's God when you need him? Anyways, Ray Kroc and his wife live a pretty simple, ordinary, comfortable life, but Ray Kroc yearns for more. He's always wanted to do something impactful with his life, building a legacy and fortune. Hopefully he's not so desperate that he'd be willing to steal it and gain at other people's expense. So at the beginning of the movie, Ray Kroc gets an order for 6 ice cream machines, which he's like, what the hell? Nobody wants my Bobo ice cream machines. This can't be right. So he calls the McDonald's brothers and they're like, yeah, you're right. We don't want 6. We want 8. So Ray Kroc is like, oh my God, I need to check this out. What kind of ice cream machine money laundering scheme are they running? Not really, but he does decide to check out this restaurant to see why they love lactose so much. Upon arriving at the restaurant, he gets greeted by a line of the healthiest looking individuals you've ever seen lined up at a McDonald's in the United States. So Ray Kroc gets his food and he's like, oh my God, this is faster than me in the bedroom. So he stands there absolutely mesmerized as to how he got his food so fast without having to pay a monthly subscription. And he holds up the whole entire line asking the employee how and where to eat his food, which I'm sure we all get a little confused with on how to do every now and then. So Ray sits down and eats his food while watching other people enjoy their food like a weirdo, not gonna lie. And that's when he meets Mac McDonald, one of the 2 McDonald's brothers. And Ray Kroc is like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've seen since they put mayonnaise in a squirt bottle. And Mac McDonald makes the mistake of inviting the demon into his house. So Mac shows Kroc how the restaurant operates and runs, also introducing the second McDonald's brother, Dick. And Ray Kroc just stands there drooling as he feels like he just found an absolute gold mine. And Ray Kroc is like, okay, I'll take you out to dinner. Which, you know, taking 2 men out to dinner in the 60s, a little questionable, but I'm here in 2024, so who am I to judge? So at the dinner, the brothers start yapping about their life story and how it led to the creation of McDonald's. McDonald's actually started out selling a bunch of barbecue items until the brothers sat down and had a conversation. What do Americans care about most? Burgers, fries, and pop! Basically, 90% of their sales stem from those 3 things, so that's what they started to focus on. And then this man, Dick, cooked up an absolute masterpiece in the kitchen. I mean, literally choreographing in the kitchen. He created the most effective and efficient restaurant system for McDonald's to be as fast as possible. And they also decided to make McDonald's a walk-up restaurant, which the customers at first, with true American spirit, did not like. They did not want to get up out of their cars to get their food, but eventually they got used to taking 5 steps and McDonald's became the most popular restaurant in town. After hearing their life story, Ray Kroc would then go on to try to convince them to franchise. They're like, we already did that and it sucked. During this conversation, Ray sees a painting for a McDonald's they have in Phoenix that failed. Ray would go visit this McDonald's in Phoenix and then discover his fetish for golden arches. I mean, seriously, for the rest of the movie, this man cannot shut up about those golden arches. And those curves on the golden arches gave him all the motivation he needed to keep trying to get the McDonald's brothers to franchise. However, Ray would go back to selling ice cream machines for a little bit. Like a girl who accidentally makes eye contact with you one time, he cannot get McDonald's out of his head. Ray eventually goes back to the McDonald's brothers and in fact does convince them to franchise. Big mistake. Contract was formally made for Kroc telling him that he can't do anything with McDonald's unless given approval from the brothers. This would later cause issues between Kroc and the brothers, creating a relationship so toxic that Will and Jada Smith look like the dream couple. Ray gets real antsy about all the modifications he wants to make to McDonald's. The brothers are taking more than 5 seconds to discuss it with him, which he does not like. Ray blows their phone up so much that they don't even get a chance to get contacted about their car's extended warranty. But in the meantime, the brothers continue to ignore him and Ray runs his McDonald's as usual. Oh, but Ray has a great idea to sell the franchise pitch to a bunch of rich people he knows at a country club. She does in fact successfully sell on them. But after a visit with one of the McDonald's that he franchised to one of the country club members, he realized that they do not care about the franchise as much as he does. This was due to him discovering that they were selling hamburgers with lettuce, an American's true nightmare. Ray would then quit the country club and look for new ways to recruit franchisees. That's when he would meet a Bible seller named Leonard. Ray would help Leonard open his own McDonald's franchise. Leonard's efforts to upholding McDonald's standards within his restaurant made Ray realize that selling the franchise pitch to the middle class was a better idea because they cared more. Ray would eventually recruit a bunch of McDonald's franchisees, causing McDonald's to spread. And now it's here at this point in Ray Kroc's story is when Mark Zuckerberg started taking notes. Ray would start representing himself as the president of McDonald's and saying his franchise McDonald's was the #1 first McDonald's. McDonald's brothers are not too thrilled by this. surprisingly. Some more beef builds up when Ray Kroc is like, I am the GOAT of McDonald's, you guys need to pay me more, and we need to rediscuss this contract. The brothers are like, no, 1% is plenty enough for you. This is the final straw for Ray Kroc. After unsuccessfully being able to get a loan, he meets Harry Sonneborn, a young businessman. It's here that Ray Kroc learns that McDonald's is about real estate. So the plan is for Kroc to buy land and then lease it to new franchise owners. This allowed Ray Kroc to generate income that was completely outside of the McDonald's brothers' jurisdiction. This man Ray Kroc was playing Monopoly in real life. After becoming even more successful, Ray decides to divorce his wife. In the divorce settlement, he decided to give her everything besides any shares of McDonald's. I'm telling you, this man was getting really intimate with those golden arches. After becoming so rich, Ray Kroc realizes he can basically do whatever he wants, and the McDonald's brothers don't have enough money to overpower him. This causes immense stress to the brothers, and they eventually sell out to Ray Kroc, giving him the McDonald's name. In the deal, the brothers asked to retain ownership of their original restaurant, as well as $3 million and 1% annually in McDonald's royalties. They got all of that except for the most important one. They would not get those royalties on contract, and it was a handshake deal. Businessman of the Year would not be able to prove that they had rights to these royalties and would never receive them. After the deal, Dick would meet up with Ray in the bathroom. Nothing like pissing next to the guy who pissed on everything you stood for. Dick would ask Ray why he didn't just steal the restaurant idea and make his own restaurant. Ray told him it wouldn't have worked without that sweet, sweet golden arches, baby. And that's the end of the movie, so I guess it's time for the moral of the story. Which, I don't know. I guess if Dick wasn't so stubborn, then Ray Kroc would have been more cooperative with the brothers in general and wouldn't have stolen everything they created. So yeah, I guess maybe be a little more open-minded to new ideas with your partners. I don't know, man. Just don't get robbed.